Hi there, Callum Newman from The Daily Reckoning with a video update for you today. Another positive story, a couple of stories I've got for you today that ties in with property prices in Australia. Recently, The Australian reported quoting the head of residential division for Mirvac, one of the big apartment builders and construction companies in Australia, talking about how new developments could or are on their way to reducing energy bills by up to 70%. And he uses an example from Queensland, where they obviously use solar panels and batteries to reduce the cost of energy consumption in the building. Hold that thought. In a separate story, Hewlett-Packard says it's developing a blockchain system where when we get 5G, the new wireless network coming, that your car will be able to earn you money as it produces data, and you'll be able to earn income off that data as it feeds back into people who want to know those sort of statistics. The reason I bring these two things up, obviously, is that it changes the costs on one level for average households. It could bring them down, energy bills way down, and obviously it increases their spending power if they're able to earn income off assets that were previously just very expensive, like cars normally are. Why does this tie in with property? Well, to my mind, if these things come to fruition, obviously people will have more money to pledge as interest to the banks. So when they go to calculate how much they can afford to pay, if energy bills are down and income producing assets are up, obviously they have more money to spend on housing, whether it's an investment or their own house. So very important to watch developments like these. Obviously more purchasing power won't be true of everybody, of course, but that kind of more purchasing power will eventually flow back into the real estate market, which is another reason why I don't see a major collapse anytime soon. Anyway, some thoughts for you there. Keep following those sort of stories. And if you haven't already, subscribe to The Daily Reckoning Australia.